we get into it, make sure you smash that subscribe and the follow button to support this stream.
Guys, hit the sub. We want you to watch ad-free, and we're going to keep making
and
content.
Follow us as well.
So we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Let's get into the reaction.
Against Oklahoma City, Curry 3. In the corner, he's got Klay. A fake, a fire.
Klay puts him away, man.
And a little
they played against each other.
Yeah,
we know how much respect you have for Klay, but when he did the shimmy, you're waiting to check in, we're shaking your head. What were you thinking when you saw him pull that off?
He knows better than that.
Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are the NBA's most iconic duo since the historic pairing of Kobe and Shaq.
Exactly right, Bob.
Shots. Dirty shot.
Their influence transcends the court, reshaping the way the sport is played, redefining its very fundamentals, and inspiring an entire generation of players to dream bigger.
Curry did well just to catch that. Klay Thompson, 1,003.
The legacy of the Splash Brothers will live on as a timeless story, with a dedicated chapter in the history books honoring their extraordinary accomplishments.
Kate Cunningham set that ball screen like Steph does for Domingo times.
2024, however, proved to be a tough year for Klay Thompson, both on and off the court. Eventually, he parted ways with the Warriors organization, leaving Steph Curry heartbroken.
That's rough, man.
Number 30 poured his emotions into a heartfelt tribute on social media, closing with, "Thank you for everything, bro. Go enjoy playing basketball and doing what you do. Splash Bros for life, my guy."
Look, there's nothing wrong with someone leaving a team. It's just depends on who they leave to. Like, if, for example, they have a clear team, like a LeBron's team. Imagine Klay Thompson left and joined LeBron's team. Then there will be a bit of like vengeance behind that and a bit of anger because you literally joined the number one enemy to make it harder for Steph Curry's team. But there's nothing wrong with leaving if it's done correct. That's how I look at it, man.
But why did Klay Thompson have a bit of a attitude over there?
Oh no, I think maybe it was just the clip they showed, and that. Yeah, don't be a KD is what I'm basically trying to say.
Yeah.
Which the chat is saying as well.
Basically.
When Klay, now with the Dallas Mavericks, faced Golden State on November 12, 2024, however, the warmth between old teammates was nowhere to be found.
So by the time Steph come in the game last night, he pissed.
The bond they once had was now a thing of the past.
That sucks.
Ain't no, oh, my Splash brother, nah.
Yeah.
Steph was originally set to deliver a heartfelt speech to Klay before the game, but he ultimately decided against it.
Oh.
Steph was supposed to speak before the game. He I called Raymond and told him I'm not speaking.
Oh, damn.
Steph even tried reaching out to Klay, but when Klay ghosted him, it lit a fire inside of him.
Oh,
that's bad.
Why?
Guys, why is Klay moving like that?
I told you, when Steph tried to high five him, Klay gave him some dirty look. What happened?
Yeah, guys, there must be more to that story.
What's the beef?
And that's kind of sad because they played together for a long time and they've done a lot together, man.
Check in with Klay on something else, and Klay ghosted him, so he got pissed. That's how it's going.
Anyway, the Warriors gave Klay the recognition he deserved with a heartfelt tribute, but once that was over, it was all business. Klay wasn't wearing a Warriors jersey anymore, and that made him just another opponent on the other side of the court. Between those four lines, like in the octagon, there are no friends once the game begins. And on that night, that moment came at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Outstanding fourth quarter from Stephen Curry, who scores the last 12 Warrior points.
So Curry obviously had a big game.
Of the great Klay Thompson to the Bay Area.
It's rare to see former teammates take on the challenge of guarding each other when they face off, but the Splash Brothers are not your ordinary ex-teammates.
Oh,
right from the opening play, Klay went...
Man, he's feeling a type of way. I like Klay as well, so that it kind of hurts seeing that. But there's obviously something
Klay just emotional about leaving. Klay got hurt. Couldn't get paid.
Couldn't get paid enough. Your team is on it.
Okay.
Straight at Curry, wasting no time asserting himself. Curry committed the foul, but he didn't care. He was locked in, ready to do whatever it took to shut Klay down.
He knew it right away that it was a bad foul. He didn't care. He didn't think anything of it. He was so overzealous to get the stop.
Klay stepped to the line and calmly knocked down both free throws.
Nice.
The scoreboard read 2-0 in Klay's favor, but everyone knew it wouldn't stay that way for long. In less than 15 seconds of game time, Steph curled off a screen and caught a pinpoint pass from Draymond, a play Klay had seen countless times before. Klay went for the block, but Steph turned it into a signature three-pointer,
Yes.
then added a little showmanship to the moment.
You know, there's one side of being on the team that's doing it, but when you're on the team that is on the opposite team, even if you know the play on the back of your hand and you see it a million times, being on the other end is different, defending against it. You get it? So that's why, even though you've seen that, you can't stop it.
Especially when he's never had to defend against it either.
He's never had to.
Yeah.
He's going to realize now why they were so good.
A little bit of a point to Klay Thompson here.
On the very next play, it was deja vu. The Splash Brothers going head-to-head once more, and honestly, I couldn't get enough of it.
They're gonna
By this point, I'm guessing Draymond was starting to feel a bit left out, maybe even like a third wheel. And let's be real, nobody enjoys that feeling, so he decided to jump in on the action too.
Go Green.
Huge. Draymond Green knocking down catch and shoot threes like this.
Yeah, he's sick.
I can't help but wonder what he said to Klay after sinking that shot.
I wonder what he said as well.
Early in the first quarter, it was all Warriors. And by that, I mean Steph Curry and Draymond Green were making it clear they had a message for Klay Thompson.
Brothers, look at that.
Oh, he's got the stroke tonight. Well, you can't go under, right? So your big is going to have to show higher.
Steph stretched the lead to 9, and for a moment, it looked like this could turn into a blowout. A game that might leave Klay embarrassed. But in the back of my mind, I knew better. This was a showdown between the Splash Brothers. But I didn't forget that Luka was still on the floor.
Luka?
The scoring champion from last season was making scoring look effortless. And then, with a quick pass to Klay, he reminded everyone of something Warriors fans knew all too well. A Klay transition 3.
By Daniel Gafford. Thompson back in.
By the end of the first quarter, the Warriors held a 6-point lead. The Mavericks came out firing in the second quarter. Whatever lead the Warriors had built quickly vanished, thanks to the relentless duo of Luka and Gafford.
Here's Kuminga trying to defend Doncic. Into Gafford.
The Warriors struggled to stop the bleeding, and Klay, well, he poured salt on the Warriors' wounds, draining back-to-back threes in just 30 seconds.
They took the lead. That's
Klay
crazy.
knocks in 2 from deep in a row. 3 threes.
Naturally, he was loving every moment of it. Steph,
was.
not so much.
Yeah, he's going to be pissed.
To make matters worse for Steph, when Klay
fake.
hit his first 3, he added a shimmy for good measure.
Uh-oh. And a little Curry shake there after that 3. Little gamesmanship going on here, people. Good, look at Curry. He's smiling.
Klay needs to be careful because he's going to awaken the monster. You know what? We've seen the videos. We always say it. When they make it a bit personal, it's like the person just goes Super Saiyan.
Oh, he's got his crazy though.
Yeah, he's ready. He's like, bro.
Don't unleash what's inside me, bro.
He's about to.
He's smiling at us right now.
Steph could only smile and shake his head.
He's not happy about
Man,
that
guys, what a game this was. They weren't just scoring. The Splash Brothers were going at each other like it was personal. I mean, seriously. Have you ever seen Steph Curry stare someone down like this after hitting a shot? By halftime, the Warriors found themselves trailing, but it was a high-scoring affair. A 4-point difference practically meant the game was even. As the second half kicked off, the battle of the Splash Brothers raged on. Klay missed a layup on one end, Steph responded with a bucket on the other, and that prompted Klay to answer with a 3 of his own. Steph tried to answer back, but the refs weren't giving him any love. And you know what? Klay
so
wasn't
close.
losing sleep over Curry's lack of whistles anymore. That being said, however, I'm pretty sure Steph wouldn't complain if Klay put up another 0 for 10 performance.
Keeps it alive. Thompson 3.
Oh, I put that in. Surprised that went wide.
As the game wore on, it was clear Steph was dialing in, his confidence growing with every possession. In his heart, there was no way he was letting Klay Thompson walk out of his house with a win. They say sometimes you have to lose the battle to win the war.
You know what this reminds me of? Guys, if you watch anime, if you watch Naruto Shippuden, when Sasuke and Naruto go their separate ways, and then they eventually come, when they're a bit older, they meet and they battle it out. This is that kind of that crazy anime storyline.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But for Steph, on this night,
If you know,
he
you
was
know.
determined
Steph is
to
Naruto.
win both.
Yeah, basically.
Bro, I'm so happy
The rest
for
of the
you.
Warriors
La,
could
la,
feel
la,
Steph's
la.
determination and rallied around him, doing everything they could to make it happen. They even stretched the lead to 13.
Gafford there
Big
in the
lead,
corner.
man.
Green 3. Oh, Draymond Green, a big time 3.
Big
But
lead.
just when it seemed like Steph and the Warriors were ready to put this one to bed, Luka and Kyrie went back to work for the Mavericks.
Oh yeah, that
In the blink of an
Kyrie as
eye,
well.
the comfortable lead evaporated, and suddenly it was a one-possession game. Steph, however, was on another level. He was a maniac, playing like a man possessed.
What you
And
said,
in his
that
mind,
crazy
he
look.
was back in France.
Net by the defensive part.
Good
What a
pass.
throw! What an assist
I
of
love him and
Kuminga
Draymond.
with a sweet
Sick team.
Big bro, little bro.
Heading
Yeah.
into the final stretch, all Steph cared about was the 7-point cushion his team had over Klay's. For those who don't know, Kyrie was the main recruiter who brought Klay to the Mavericks.
Oh, damn.
In his heart, he felt this win had to be for Klay. He wasn't contractually bound to make it happen, but as a hooper, he felt it was his duty.
Mavericks had a really strong team. Luka, Kyrie, and Klay in one team. That's really, really strong. I didn't realize I had all three at the same time.
I didn't know Luka and Kyrie played together.
Yeah, I thought they were like different times.
Yeah.
So when Kyrie left LeBron's team, he came here.
And within 2 minutes of the fourth quarter,
they traded Luka,
Kyrie
that's wild,
made his
isn't it?
presence felt, and just like that, the game was tied again, 98 to
Oh,
98.
this game is crazy.
nice shot by Kyrie Irving. 19, he called it. Yep.
He's about to go on one of those heaters.
Crazy game.
Suddenly, the Mavericks had all the momentum on their side. And the Warriors, their shots weren't landing, and they were left flailing all over the court. The Mavericks were mounting their attack, but it wasn't just about that. Klay was coming straight for Steph.
Thompson 3, kaboom!
He knows that corner. He's
Good
familiar
shots.
with this building.
Sure, Steph didn't want to lose to Klay,
Welcome, the
but you
only
can
call,
bet
though.
Klay was
Welcome.
just as determined not to lose to Steph.
Firing Thompson.
Klay 3, card! Big time triple! 6
He loves the big, deep shots.
With
Yeah.
5 minutes left and his team down by 5, Steph knew the clock was ticking, and Klay knew it too. Panic swept through the arena as Golden State's offense went
Thing
ice
is, they're both
cold.
very good at
The
doing
buckets
three-pointers.
just weren't dropping. Meanwhile, on the other end, Kyrie was working his magic like a wizard, and Gafford was dominating with sheer size,
Kyrie.
overwhelming the Warriors.
And the finish inside Gafford. It is a foul and a 7-0 Maverick run.
The score was now 112 to
It
105
looks
with
over.
just about 4 minutes
It
left on
looks
the
over.
clock, and things were looking bleak for Steph Curry and the Warriors. And that's when something clicked in number 30's mind. It started with a smooth mid-range jumper. That's what got things started.
Clock at 9. Grimes is knocked out. Curry makes him pay with the 2.
The legend is showing why he's a legend.
After that,
he's on
Draymond
it now.
knew
Yeah.
it was business time, crunch time, and turned back the clock, playing like the 2017 Defensive Player of the Year.
Underneath Gafford.
Offensive foul.
Right into Draymond Green.
Dallas doesn't have a challenge. They lost that earlier.
The crowd was
So don't
absolutely
count the
electric at this point, erupting with every play.
Time for Curry to kind of take over a little bit.
To make it a 1-point game.
This was everything the basketball world could have dreamed of, and then some. But if they thought it couldn't get any better, they were in for a whole lot more. Draymond Green, seeing what his partner in crime was doing, wasn't about to let Steph's Herculean effort go to waste.
No, he came to Thompson.
The defense. Oh my God.
Klay tried to respond and turn things
stay on the floor.
Yeah, he's like, don't mess with my little bro. All right?
I love that.
but ended up turning the ball over instead.
That was a good
And
block.
Steph, well, he didn't miss the chance to let him know about it. On the very next play, Steph effortlessly blew past Luka, then faked out Klay with a
Luka's
slick
not good at
pass
defending
fake
at
before
all.
finishing with another bucket. Steph was in the zone now. He was
They got
unstoppable,
the lead now.
and he knew
No,
it.
it's got that crazy. I told you.
Ladies
that
and gentlemen,
craziness
let me tell you,
enlightened him.
Steph
It's true.
Curry is still that guy. He brought everything he had all game long, went straight at his brother without hesitation, and now he's busting out a dance I've never seen in my life.
The crazy dance. You know what it shows though as well? You know, like some players, like they only shine with a certain teammate. So for example, like people might say, oh, without Klay, Curry's not as good as he should be, or without Green, blah, blah, blah. So although this wasn't an ideal situation with Klay leaving, it also showed that Curry is that guy with or without Klay. Like, obviously, a lot of people already know that because he showed his talent throughout, but it kind of just solidified that he don't need Klay to be where he's at.
Yeah.
And I think, as much as I like Klay as well,
Yeah.
I think it just kind of solidified his like greatness.
I feel like when you have a team that plays very well together, like for example, when Kyrie was playing with LeBron, they played very well together, and it helped. It eases up LeBron's load as well.
Facts, yeah.
And then when Kyrie left LeBron, obviously it didn't help the situation, but LeBron is still carrying his team.
He carried hard, but
Yeah.
it just took the weight. The weight came back on.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller might be an all-time basketball legend, but in this moment, his prediction couldn't have been further off.
Just because how the basketball gods are, you just have a feeling that Klay is going to answer this with something here.
Anyway, Curry turned the ball over on the other end, giving the Mavericks another shot, but Luka couldn't capitalize. And after that, well, I think we
unlucky.
all knew what was going to come next.
A screen by Green, the switch to Lively. Three, Curry.
What a shot.
Net, straight
Steph
net.
Curry
man.
absolutely lost it after that shot. A night-night celebration followed with a message to
That's
Klay.
the game over.
You better stay here. You better stay here. This moment will go down as one of the most iconic in Steph's
He
career.
wasn't himself
A
here,
memory
innit?
forever etched in the mind as the day Steph Curry showed Klay Thompson who's boss. Draymond and Steph couldn't hide their satisfaction after getting the better of their old teammate.
They are.
You know, they called each other that night. Yo, bro, thank God we got that, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
The game?
Steph is like, did you see Klay Thompson's face? Oh, hell yeah.
They never had a chat that night.
Oh, definitely.
It wasn't over just yet, though. The Mavs responded with the clutch three to cut it to a one-point game. But Steph was fouled on the next play, calmly sinking both free throws. Luka then had a chance to tie it with a three, but his shot came up short.
Luka's token from the looks of it.
Outstanding.
He's missed a few of them.
Fourth quarter from Stephen Curry.
The Splash Brothers embraced after the game. This was their
Nice.
first
Good.
ever battle after years of brotherhood and championship glory, and it delivered
The
on
respect is
every
there.
level. Steph, ever the petty king, however, couldn't resist taking a jab back at Klay during the post-game interview.
I have to ask you, we know how much respect you have for Klay, but when he did the shimmy, you were waiting to check in, we're shaking your head. What were you thinking when you saw him pull that off?
He knows better than that.
All in all, despite the intensity of the battle, there was no love lost between Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond
That's
Green,
good.
and the rest of the Warriors. After the game, Klay even stopped by the Warriors' locker room, where it was nothing but love and respect all around. What a game, what a night. Here's how fans online are
looking back,
summing up
oh,
this
that's my
unforgettable
bro,
That's
showdown.
my bro right there.
I think the game went perfectly. The team and the fans were buzzing, Klay played well, and everyone is happy. Right on. Couldn't have asked for a better script. I especially liked Klay and Steph matching up with each other. Felt like Curry really knew how to play Klay. And then, I wanted Klay to take that last three. Otherwise, I agree. Anyway, do you want to take a trip down memory lane?
So that was a good video. You know what? I'm glad they didn't just wipe the floor with Klay's team, because I'm glad it was a competitive game. I wanted Curry's team to win, but I'm glad it was competitive, because then just like Klay still gets his flowers in a way. Like, you know what I mean? Imagine if they destroyed Klay's team off it. Like, it would have been not a good look.
The thing is, like you said, the Mavs team, they done very well. I think it was just like, what, 3-point difference, 2 points difference?
Oh, it was barely anything at the end.
Yeah, so it shows that it wasn't an easy game, because in the day, in the Mavs, you had Luka, you had Kyrie, and you had Klay. So regardless, they're still, you know,
that's a
players.
Crazy strong team.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Really strong, man.
It's just that the Warriors have a very good chemistry. Yeah.
Good video though. Thank you for the recommendation. That was requested quite a bit, so I'm glad we managed to do that one.
Chat, did you like that video?
I think that was a W video, so I really enjoyed that. We're gonna get into video number 2, boys. Give me a sec. Just trying to think which one would be better.